Of Black History Month, of course. Here in the Local Vibe, we've been featuring notable businesses, people, and events that highlight Black and African American culture.
And of course, this Saturday is no different. The Greensboro History Museum will be celebrating local Black history with their 10th annual Lifted Voices program.
I love the name of that. And here with us is Carol Hart joining us live. She is the director of the Greensboro History Museum. Good morning, Carol.
Good morning.
So first, can you reflect on how the Lifted Voices program has really evolved? You've been around for 10 years, is that so?
Yeah, this is our 10th anniversary of telling stories, particularly focused on African American stories of Greensboro. And over that time, we've told numerous different stories and continue to expand with the number of people that we can share with our visitors.
And we have to say, Greensboro has a very rich African American history, obviously with the Civil Rights Museum having several things sparking there in that city. But we know that attendees who come on Saturday will also have the chance to meet several African Americans that made history that are still alive here in the Triad as well. Can you sort of go into who some of those people are going to be?
Sure. One of the most exciting ones, because today would have been her 100th birthday, is Dr. Alfreda Johnson Webb, who was the first Black veterinarian in the country, who was a researcher at A&T, and the first Black woman to serve in the North Carolina General Assembly. We also have Otis Hairston Jr. portrayed, whose camera captured celebrities and common life in Greensboro from the 70s to the 2000s. And we go back in time to hear the story of the incredibly brave freedom seeker, Edie, who tried to run away from her enslavers to stay with her child, including Greensboro-born Malvin Ray Johnson, an incredible artist of the Harlem Renaissance, who was born here and at 16 left for New York City to go to school and become one of the most renowned artists of the last 100 or so years. So those and a few other people you'll find portrayed doing first-person interpretation throughout the exhibits. It's a fun way to encounter history rather than just reading and looking at pictures on the wall.
Absolutely, Carol. When we say meet, obviously, like you said, portrayed by an actress, but it does really bring that story to life.
Yes, and people really enjoy it. Actually interacting a little bit, get a little glimpse into people from the past. So brings it more to life that these were real people with real struggles and successes.
Carol, that all sounds great, the events you have planned for this. There's also going to be a community panel happening. What's on the agenda? What do you guys plan to discuss?
Yeah, so at 3 we have a panel that's organized by Juneteenth GSO. We'll talk about really Black history celebrations throughout the year. So they'll share experiences in observing Watch Night or Emancipation Day, Martin Luther King Day, Juneteenth, Kwanzaa, and includes a presentation of the history of the Greensboro's MLK Parade, and discussions and origins on future Watch Night observations from Mount Zion Church. So a lot going on there. Reverend Wesley Morris will be the moderator for that. So we're excited about really true history as we are living it.
Carol, what is the most meaningful message, would you say, that you hope is expressed through the program this Saturday?
Just that Black history is part of who all of us are, certainly in Greensboro, and it happens every day, all year long. It's stories that should be told all year long, and we do try to do that. And some of those stories haven't been told in the past, and that's why their voices are lifted, particularly on times like this when people are a little bit focused. But hopefully then they'll come back and they'll recognize that we are interested in telling the story at the Greensboro History Museum, and that African Americans are making history every day as we go along.
Carol, we appreciate you joining us this morning on the Local Vibe. Thank you for your time. And once again, for everyone at home, the Lifted Voices Black History program is this Saturday. The Greensboro History Museum is located on Summit Avenue there in the Gate City. And visit the website on your screen, greensborohistory.org, for more information.